So the harness that was connected to the ignition key girl, this white one, the orange line right here is the horn negative. I'm going to connect that with the orange and black that came off of my T-harness off of the module. It's going to plug into the module, and I have this connector here that I'm going to set up and then connect these two together. So after connecting my horn wire, I'm going to plug, this is the bypass that I did in order to use my OEM remote control while the car is running, like to lock and unlock doors. And the T-harness, this is the one you buy extra for your car, and then T-harness plugs into the actual system, and then the car wires will plug in to the other side. So the male T-harness gets plugged there, and the male part of the car plugs into the female section of the T-harness. So you don't really cut that many wires for the car. So here's the other big part of the T-harness. And this would plug into the ignition harness right there, whereas the male gets plugged in and the car one plugs in to the female side, and we have a straight up connection. And then this goes to the actual remote starter module, and this is the ground wire. I thought I was going to have a hard time finding a good ground back here, like a screw or having a drill one in. Then I found this one right here that's on the other side is connected to the metal body. So I'm actually going to connect it to that on the other side. It's like plastic. It's holding a plastic piece to the frame of the car. So I'm going to unscrew it on the other side. There's also another part of it, and then take it off and put my ground to that one on the other side of that. So that should be easy. I thought the ground was going to be the hardest part. And I'll plug these in and show you guys how it looks like. So I just connected my T-harness. It went plugged into there, and then the car's one male plugged into the female in the T-harness. And that's going to go straight into the remote starter module. And also hooked up the ground right here on the other side. Make sure you don't make the wire go up around here, because the coin holder is going to go right here. So I got it to the side. I need these pliers I'm going to go grab to connect this horn wire, and I'll close that up. And I also already put the ignition wire, the male in there, and then the car's original male plugged in the female on the T-harness. So I'm kind of done with that also. I do have 3 more wires left to connect. The light blue and black and white will go to the car's negative lock and unlock. And this one is going to go to the parking light. And the parking light switch is right there, so I'm going to be looking at that. So here is the parking light switch. And if you look closely, the second wire on there, that gray one, is the negative lights, parking lights. And I have to connect the pink wire off the module to that second gray negative parking light. So I got my negative parking light hooked up. Got the T-harness hooked up to the ignition, and the male ignition hooked up to the female part of it. And I just did the horn wire right here that I had to do myself because it wasn't part of the ignition. And I got the immobilizer hooked up. The T-harness basically plugs into the original, and then the car's male one plugs into the female part of it. And that's about it. Next I'm gonna show you guys how to program the key bypass So now I'm trying to do the key bypass programming procedure, and what you do is press and hold down the programming button, which is right there, and you hold it down. You keep holding it until you plug the 6-pin main connector. And that's what I did, and I kept holding it, and the first lights were blue, then the orange one came on, and then the red one, and then both the red and blue, and I waited until the red one came on. And you're supposed to release it once you see the red light. The LED is red. Next, you have to connect all the remaining connectors, and I'm going to do that now. By the way, if the LED is not solid red, you have to disconnect the main connector and start over again. So you have to do it to get it to be solid red. If it isn't, disconnect this, hold it down, and then redo this and re-plug it back in until you get a solid red. Okay, so after you have all the connectors connected into the module, you have to, there's a programming button, you have to press and release it once. And you gotta keep an eye on the red. The red LED will turn off and then back on. It just did that. Next, I have to press and release the programming button once again, and this time the red LED will flash each second. There, it's flashing every second. And this is where you turn the ignition to the on and run position. The red LED will flash rapidly 10 times. That means the key bypass has been programmed. And then the blue LED will flash rapidly. That means the CAN bus has been programmed. So I'm going to put the phone down and grab the key real quick.